We have a lot going on when it comes to health care. I mean, I have heard, so I can't keep track anymore. I mean, I really can't. And I have no idea where it stands. You know, McCain and Graham seems to me that their whole career is based now on knocking Donald Trump at every single turn. But McCain, healthcare is not going to get done. Graham, healthcare is not going to get done. Oh, we might have a compromise that came out the other night. Oh, I might have to turn to the Democrats. And Trump says, do it. I mean, what are you hearing? Is this going to get done this year?
I have no idea about that. But I'll tell you, I had 2 interviews on in the last few months, and I'll have another one in the fall, with members of Congress or recent members who say that the reason a lot of this stuff doesn't get done has nothing to do with the TikTok that you're seeing reported in the news. It has to do with Democrats and Republicans in what they call their own swamp, not wanting to take a tough vote, meaning not wanting to cut back programs for anybody, not wanting to dial back on money that any interests get. And they're doing this because they're serving their other masters, not the public, but special interests and political interests and corporate interests who donate to them. That's been very frustrating for some members, Democrats and Republicans, who do want to do certain things but see their leadership directing them in a different direction, which leads inevitably to doing nothing of significance, especially if it means cutting back or dialing back on anything.
So it's all about the special interests. It's all about appeasing them.
I think it is, and I think when they're writing these things and they won't let certain members in, so the Republicans are writing this bill in the Senate, and certain Republicans who wanted to be in on it were excluded. Well, who is it who's weighing in and writing these things? Well, if you do interviews and ask how things are done on the Hill, lobbyists for various industries literally write bills and write the provisions in them, and they're made to sound good or to sound in such a way that you'll never know why that was put in or who exactly it benefited. But believe me, it benefits somebody, some money interest that is donating to members of Congress who are involved in that process. This is according to the members themselves.
And what did you call it? The stone swamp?
I just called it the swamp, but by their own description, these members of Congress are calling it their own swamp.
Oh, own swamp. Oh, their own swamp. Yeah. I got you.
They've adopted the label, and they agree in some cases that that's where they are.